We have an unusual situation in Indianapolis this weekend. On Sunday, two streaking teams meet and both have winning streaks. The Titans come in having won 5 in a row after losing their first 6. And if they can win at Indy, they will break the Colts' winning streak of 20 straight. If the Colts win one more, they will tie New England's all-time winning streak for regular season of 21, which was set early in the 2008 season. This is a great matchup because Vince Young has played superbly since he was inserted as the starting quarterback for the Tennessee Titans. And what's happened for the Titans is basically they were 0-6 and the season was over, and now they're 5-6 and could even have some chances at the playoffs. Meanwhile, the Colts are looking to secure home field advantage pretty soon in the AFC. They've already clinched the division, the only team in the playoffs. And once they do that, they say that they may not go after that 16-0 record that the Patriots had 2 years ago. And that'll be an interesting development if they decide to rest people and not go for the perfect season. The New Orleans Saints come off maybe their biggest win in a few years, and really the kind of win that affirms how good this team is. They blitzed the Patriots on Monday Night Football before a national audience and proved that they are right now the most dynamic team in football. Now they go to Washington, which has played better in the last few weeks and has a decent defense, but is severely banged up. The Saints figure to win this game and clinch a division title, and then what will they do about resting people? Well, don't expect them to do it because the Minnesota Vikings are pushing them. The Vikings are 1 game behind, and should the Saints lose once and the Vikings finish 15-1 along with the Saints, the tiebreaker might go to the Vikings depending on who New Orleans was to lose to. So the Saints have to keep pushing it. Of course, with that dynamic offense and with the defense that makes big plays and turns over the ball, they have a good chance of winning every week, even if they do rest a few people. The Sunday night national spotlight will shine on the Vikings, who have an aged quarterback in 40-year-old Brett Favre, and on the Cardinals, who have an aged quarterback in 38-year-old Kurt Warner, 2 guys who are probably headed for the Hall of Fame. Warner, of course, did not play last week because of concussion syndrome, and Favre, he never gets hurt. He will set the record for most consecutive games by a player who's not a kicker in this game, and you know he'll be out there on the field. It's a key game for both teams, mostly for the Vikings, who are trying not only to clinch their division, but they're also trying to keep up with the Saints for perhaps home field advantage in the NFC. It's pretty certain the Vikings are going to win the NFC North. The Cardinals, they need to kind of establish that they can win at home. They've been really good on the road and probably should have won last week in Tennessee, but they've struggled a bit at home. In fact, the last time they played the Vikings in Arizona, the Vikings walloped them last year.